Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Sean McCall.
It's Steel Roper.
Producer Pat on the call, on the mic, every day, all day, fellas.
Today is October 16th, and it's a Wednesday, and the Blues just lost their home opener last night. Correct. But I was in attendance. Roper was in attendance.
I was in attendance as well.
You were there too?
I was, dude.
Oh, where were you sitting?
I was sitting in my seats. That was part of my 12 game package.
What section of your seats?
304, row M.
Is that shoot twice side or no?
It is shoot twice side. So, yes, it was a sucky home opener for sure.
It really was. Everything about it just was not what I expected. You were telling me they kept pumping up, be in your seats by 6:15 for the show. What show was it? They just had they had the fog machine.
New intro, dude. New intro.
The new intro was,
Meet me in St. Louis.
it was kind of unimpressive. I didn't even know that was the song they were playing till the very end.
Well, yeah.
When they showed it, I couldn't recognize the tune. Oh, my Blues money line bet lost.
Yeah, a customer came in, a fan came into Kalachi today, and he's like, "Yeah, I knew we were losing. They're coming off a 3-game road trip on the West Coast. They were checked out. They weren't going to play well.
I don't know.
I mean, also Nick Leddy needs to not be a top pair defenseman on the PK. That guy sucks.
Agreed. He's old. He's washed.
Washed? We're calling him
Nick
washed
Leddy's
already?
washed. I was surprised. Is Scotty Prunovich hurt, or he was just
I
scratched?
don't know. And then I heard something about today that Leddy didn't practice because he had an injury and so it was bothering him yesterday, but he was fine to play through it.
No, I read from Lou Korak that he blocked a shot in the third period.
Well, yeah, I know. But there was something that was nagging him before that already.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Huh.
And yes, he did block a shot in the third period.
Maybe Armstrong got him on the trade block already. He knows it's time for him to get him out when his stock is high. 'Cause it's dropping fast.
I don't know.
Oh, they just looked lackluster last night. Just the first penalty that the Wild got was phantom. They called a high stick.
Oh, that was bullshit.
There was no
yeah.
high stick. He
It happened later.
kind of hooked him.
No, it happened before that play happened.
Oh, so you're saying the clip
Yes.
they showed on the Jumbotron didn't show the high stick? It was
Correct.
before that?
Yes. And Rutherford confirmed that on Twitter. You can look at his Twitter.
Okay.
And it actually
I missed
happened.
that one, but
Yes.
that still doesn't make me feel any better.
Alex Zoff says,
Yo.
what's up, fellas? Y'all watching the Leafs game right now?
We
We are
not
not.
We don't have a TV down here anymore. We had to
No.
remove that.
We for NFL games, I moved the TV upstairs, so we don't have TV right now. But
What's the
yeah,
score
up?
of it? What's the score?
I will look up the score unless he tells us. But we can keep talking about the home opener and shit. So
Yeah, that first power play that the Blues gave up stunk.
yeah,
And then
but we got a power play right after and didn't get a shot on goal.
our power play did
Yes.
look shitty.
Yes, we didn't get one shot on goal during the power play that was supposed to be the makeup call, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't get a shot on goal at the whole power play. So like, you can blame all the refs all you want, but like,
Yeah, the Blues
No.
never want to sit around and blame the ref. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not too angry about the game. They had their looks, but they weren't sustaining pressure. They didn't have zone time. They didn't have a lot of puck possession. They weren't getting the puck in deep. They were not forechecking. It was a lot of one and done. Thomas and Neighbors line was pretty non-existent all the first period.
I agree. This Booch in the middle experiment, I'm done with it.
Done.
I'm done.
He's
I'm
not.
absolutely done with
He's
it.
not a center,
He's not.
Well, I think once Sundqvist comes back, it'll be
which
fine.
is soon because he got cleared for contact today.
Nice. Alex Zoff says demoralizing goalie goal on us last night as well.
I left before.
Yeah.
I saw it in
Oh,
person.
I left.
We left before we even scored that one goal with like 10 minutes
Ooh,
left in the third.
Yeah, I
period.
was getting close to leaving, and then they scored that one, so I stayed a little longer.
'Cause that was 3-1, right? At that point.
Yes, it was 3-1
Yes.
at that point.
You want to know what I heard from Matt Rocchio on 101 ESPN this morning?
What'd you hear?
There are more people that have stepped foot on the moon than there
Then-
have goalies that have scored goalie goals in the
That's
NHL.
crazy.
So
Shoot the puck more.
you
goalies.
saw that. You saw that last night, Pat. In
I
person.
did. I did see that.
That
I
is
saw
ki-
it floating up in the air. I was like, oh, that's going
You
in.
know what the other
You knew
goalie-
it instantly.
Yeah.
You know
It
what
was pretty dead on.
You know what the other goalie stat is?
What?
Jake Allen has beat 33 different clubs.
Really?
After beating the Utah Hockey Club, he has won against every 33 club in NHL existence.
Is that how many clubs we have, or they're counting
Well,
the
they're
Coyotes as
counting
one?
Coyote-
and then
yeah, because that's what they're doing this year with this team. It's a new franchise. They're not keeping the history of the
Oh, so
Coyotes.
Arizona Coyotes franchise's history is all gone now. It's
I mean,
all
tech-
How
wrapped
can they
up.
just
it's-
say that?
So here's the thing. Here's an example. It's like when the Baltimore Colts used to be in Baltimore before moving
Okay.
to Indianapolis, and then the Colts moved to Indy, and they didn't take that history with them, and then there's like the Baltimore Ravens new team.
Okay.
like, So I guess they kept that history.
Question. They
what?
they did
It's
that
like
with
also with the Browns.
They
like,
claim
it's-
history from another team that moved away. That's still an existing franchise.
I guess I don't. It's something like
they
that.
also well speaking of this, they are exact replica
Hmm.
of them keeping the history of the because that was the Arizona Coyotes were originally the Winnipeg Jets.
Correct.
And they kept all that history. But
Yeah.
now they're not keeping Arizona's history?
That doesn't make any
I don't know.
sense.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's
That's
weird.
what I read somewhere.
Alex Zoff says, I know we're all talking about the Blues, but I like to hear all your thoughts on the Oilers right now. They're 1-3, just won their first game last night in OT.
I saw a clip by Whit Dog yesterday. Leon Draisaitl just like checked out totally on a shift, like just not even caring.
What do you?
It was wild. I'm just saying.
Who are they playing?
Was that the Flyers? I think they were playing the Flyers. Almost positive.
Me, not concerned about the Oilers. Don't hit the panic button yet. This is a team that just lost a demoralizing Game 7 last year. And you expect them to just start the season and play meaningful hockey, these regular season games, like it's meaningful to them? They're still on, they're Stanley Cup hungover still, big
Yeah.
time.
I do think the Broberg and Holloway being gone is going to be some holes for them that they weren't expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Broberg made that play when we did score that goal.
Yeah, he has a point in every game so far.
Yeah.
He's looked so solid.
Yeah.
You guys. He's big. He covers a lot of air in the ice. He looks
defenseman.
good.
Swedish defenseman. We'll take it.
Yep. Any other questions, comments about the game?
Oh, the Blues. We need to get into the second period because the second period is really when it got crazy.
Yes.
The second period, the Blues go on the power play, and we're getting some good looks, some good deflections, and all of a sudden, I'm on the side of the ice where the power play was, second period side, and then I saw him making a break down the center ice, and I go, no, and he sauced it right over. I don't know who was on that point right there playing defense for us, but then they went on the breakaway and scored. He went bar down,
Yeah.
breakaway, shorthanded.
Oh,
that
the
was
shorthanded.
demoralizing.
Yeah,
what
that
the
was.
fuck.
Yeah, that was.
Put my head down into my. I was like, it's over. That was so demoralizing.
Which end of the period was it that we almost like scored a?
And that was that
Uh,
same period.
that was the
So
second
then,
period?
no, right after that, Kyrou scored what should have been a goal, but the referee did blow his whistle too soon.
Yeah, early whistle.
And you guys, I have never heard louder "ref you suck" chants in Enterprise. I think ever than last
that-
night after that.
People were saying on Twitter that
agree?
it was like really reflecting on both the broadcast and radio broadcast. Like people could hear it very loud and clear.
Oh, it was. We were letting them hear it loud and clear.
We have an interesting hot take that I have to read. I think from Alex Zoff, I think the Oilers can't win. If the Oilers can't win this year, McDavid should walk. Wit Dog totally right with Draisaitl checked out. Looks rough.
Yeah.
So do you guys think if they don't win,
McDavid
McDavid
leaving?
walks?
Impossible.
Maybe. I mean,
They won't want
it
him.
would depend on what, like, the situation on like another team that would have to pony up the money.
He signed to
13 years.
I know, but
the
max-
NHL star money.
Yeah.
But he also said, but it is early to Nick's point as well. So it is early. It is very early.
I mean, I'm not opposed to a mega buster blockbuster trade, but
Connor McDavid.
that's hard.
To St. Louis.
Why not?
Why not?
What would it take to get Connor
Robert
McDavid
Thomas,
here.
Jordan
Every-
Kyrou,
Robert Thomas,
Kyrie.
Jordan Kyrou,
Bennington.
Dvorsky, Bennington, and 2 first-round picks?
And probably Snuggerud as well.
No,
Yeah,
we'll take
no,
Sutter.
I
We'll
think
take
that's
Woodruff.
enough. I think our two best now players, Kyrou and Thomas, on team-friendly contracts. Really,
Right.
they're on identical contracts, right? $8 million a year,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then followed by our starting goaltender, a Stanley Cup champion, who they clearly need, and our best prospect, Dvorsky. I think we should just throw in a defenseman. I think like that's
no,
enough.
No, that's enough.
And I said 2 first-round picks as well.
No. I think the players are enough.
Well, let's get McDavid, and then we need some players back too. We need like some
Yes.
4th line, 3rd line guys. I don't
there
know.
you go. All right. Any other questions, comments on the Blues before we get into?
It was
No, that goal they
fucked up
scored at the end of
after-
the second period too. That
Yes.
almost counted, but I saw it clear as day. I saw the green light go, and then just like a split second later, I saw the puck hit the net, and I knew instantly it was
Yeah.
We walked all.
just before.
We walked after the game all the way to fucking Bennett's car, the park garage right by Bush,
Yeah.
and then from there went to his apartment in Seward. Shout out Bennett's apartment in Seward.
Nice.
Nice.
Right by McCurk's, and I totally fucked up my hand when I was drunk. I drunkenly fell on the carpet outside of his apartment in the hallway. I just gave my
Oh.
hand a rug burn.
Ow. That looked like it hurts.
Oh yeah, it still hurts.
Lost all the skin on your hand there. Ouch.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll heal up soon.
Battered and bruised. Just tell people you should see the other guy.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
you
Oh,
go.
and then speaking of that type of situation, can we break down that fucking Baltimore guy that just went on a assault?
Oh
Rampage
yeah, I
again?
saw that clip.
The
He
Commanders
was just
guys?
walking down the street wearing Ravens gear, and he saw 2 Commanders fans, and he's like,
and like
watch this, and he just went up to
Unabruptly.
him and said like, "Oh, what are you guys doing here? Get out of here!" And then he started just swinging on him, knocked one guy out, and then the other guy kind of just like was ducking, going like this, and then
escaped,
he kind of like hit him and then kneed him and kind of like escaped, and then
and then he walked off, and he's like, "I don't lose. I don't lose.
he goes, "I don't care." He's like, "I don't care."
I don't lose."
That's crazy.
And then
People found him. they
literally the
found
next
his
day,
employer.
the employer literally said this person is no longer at our firm.
Yeah, how quick?
He
that-
might actually be facing up to like a decade in prison. People are saying
Good.
Good. I mean, you can't just
I
randomly
Why
know,
were you going
I
down the
know.
street just beating people up? You can't do
For real.
that. And really, like, he must have had something else going on, or like lashing out at something in the world, because the Ravens won, didn't they?
Yes.
So why are you fighting people when the
I-
Ravens won?
My problem with it is like this guy is a huge human, like at least 6 foot, big guy, and he's picking on fucking Commanders fans that are like 5'10", like me and Nick's like size. Like, dude, pick on someone your own fucking size. What the fuck? That was fucked up. I don't know. Hadouken!
Give him the Hadouken.
Yeah,
We can talk football.
not a good look.
Football. is
Football,
good
my
this-
parlay hit last week.
Ooh, let me give you the little.
Ka-ching.
There you go.
That's why I had money to bet on the Blues. Oh my God! This is why the Blues lost, you guys. Fuck.
Oh, it's all
the-
Shaw's fault. What'd
I
you
did-
do?
Okay, so this is what happened. My parlay on Sunday for football was Packers money line,
Okay.
and Eagles -2.5 alternate spread, which was good because they only won by 4.
Okay.
And then I had Falcons money line. They played the Panthers,
Yep.
easily won. And then to close it out, I had Lions money line, and they destroyed the Cowboys. Should have
Yeah.
took spread on all 3 of the others, but I put $10, won 30, so I got 40 back. And I was like, I'm putting all this on Blues money line. Going to the game, all going on Blues money line. When I placed that bet on Sunday, I went up to the counter because I had a bunch of ones and I had a bunch of change, really. So I didn't want to put them all on the machine. I went up to the counter and got my picks. So I go up to the counter again. I go, I just want Blues money line. So I'm going to cash it, say, give me all Blues money line. I go in there and I see the same guy. And I go, he sold me the winner last time. He's going to give me another winner. So I'm waiting for this guy. There's only one person in line in front of me. And he's, of course, at this guy's window, at his
Okay.
computer. And everyone else was available. And then the lady at the end was like, I can get you down here. And I said, and I was ignoring her at first. And then I said, no, it's okay. I'm waiting. And she looked at me like, oh, you're waiting for this guy? I go, yeah. And she goes, okay. And I let someone else go around me. And finally another guy in the end was like, next down here. And it was like the manager guy. He's always a dickhead. I've seen him in there a bunch. And so I was like, oh, I guess. And I went down to him and I got my ticket from him instead of waiting.
Shoulda
The guy
waited.
in front of me had a bunch of cash in his hand, and he did not look like he knew what he wanted to bet on. It looked like he was going to be a while.
jeez.
So that's why they lost. I just thought of that.
Shaw's the reason for not picking that guy.
Yep, but that first parlay hit, so that was good.
There you go. Should we get into NFL?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, there was some good matchups.
You had a very dismal week of fantasy football. I saw you barely struggled to put up like 75 points.
I had guys that got injured and shit. Fuck that.
Pat, did you win this week?
I did. I had a guy score negative points, and I still won.
Wow, it might be the year of the taco, dude. I think he's in first place now by another game.
I am. I have a game up on everybody.
Oh, wow. Congrats, Taco.
Thank you. Thank you. But it's a long season. Anything could happen. You never know.
Correct. Stay humble, dude. I like that. Good
Exactly.
take. Good take.
But how did you do, Shaw? How'd you do?
I had Mahomes on bye, and I struggled. I thought I kind of had a chance, but the Tinker Stinkers
They got a good squad over there.
they have a D squad. Yeah, Jalen Hurts ain't bad. Who else put up a bunch of points against me?
I'd have to look.
Well, who the hell is the Tracy Jr.? Tracy?
That's the Giants' backup.
Is he
That
good?
Yeah,
well, I mean, yeah, there's no Singletary.
yeah.
Singletary's-
Singletary's out.
Would have been nice for Austin Eckler to get points like that, but no, he put up 8.
That was the Sunday night game.
Yeah, I saw.
Fucking
And Jamar Chase didn't really help me that much.
no.
I'm
Let's
looking
talk
at your matchup. Joe Mixon went off on you.
Oh yeah, Joe Mixon. Yeah,
AJ Brown, Brock
Mm.
Purdy went off on you.
yeah, he doubled up Geno Smith
Yeah.
in that Thursday night game, so I was off to a terrible start
Yeah.
to begin the week. Let's talk a little NFL trades, you guys.
Yes.
Are your players? Do you have Devontae Adams and Amari Cooper?
I have Amari Cooper on my fantasy team.
Hmm.
I just earned myself a double.
So those are very interesting moves if you kind of think about it, because Devontae Adams, of course, goes to the Jets. History with Rodgers, he probably was a large part in getting him there. But the Bills picking up Amari Cooper is an interesting pick. That's do you think a reaction move?
No, I just think the wide receiver market spoke to him, and I mean, what do you mean? They needed. They needed.
I mean, they need one, but like going out and getting Amari Cooper at the exact time after they got Devontae
Well, they-
Adams is
Yeah, 'cause
like
they realized
risk.
they didn't get Devontae.
exact one. You think they were in on him?
Yes.
I don't think they were in on.
Yes, they were. Kay Adams was oh my God! How do you guys not
I mean,
know?
that would make
how-
sense.
How would you say? Oh, I don't think. Yeah, of course they were in on. It was the
Yeah.
Bills, Pittsburgh, and fucking Jets.
Oh yeah,
That was
Uh-huh.
all.
yeah, yeah, that makes
All
sense.
three of those teams, at least, if not more.
Yeah. So they went after their second option. Then.
Just
Right,
because
I know.
they were in on him doesn't mean they ever actually had any realistic chance of ever
Yes,
getting
they.
them.
Yes, Kay Adams, literally on her show.
I know, I get that.
literally
I'm not
said
saying that
Brian's
Kay
with the
Adams
Schmills.
didn't say that. I'm just saying
And, like, there
it was always the Jets, bro.
Well, that's because Aaron
It was the
Rodgers and him
Jets.
are butt buddies.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
They probably slept in the same room that night.
I think Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams went to P. Diddy parties.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And the Steelers were in the market. That's why the Steelers are probably gonna get Mike Williams from the Jets, who is probably not even gonna be an option anymore. The dude is a fourth tier wide receiver now on
Who?
the fucking Jets.
Mike Williams?
Mike Williams. He was out.
Used to play at the Chargers.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Deep ball threat.
I'm sure we'll be seeing him in the UFL soon.
No, he's gonna be on this. What does that mean?
This means I've never heard of him. You said he's a fourth tier wide receiver.
I'm saying
That sounds
now.
like he's going to
No,
take a
no.
step back.
Hold on. I'm saying now on the Jets because it's obviously Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, and who's the other
Alan
guy?
Lazard.
Lazard, and then Mike Williams is their fourth option. So obviously he wants out of there now. They weren't using him much anyways. He was on the play. Aaron Rodgers is the one that called him out and blamed him for the loss.
Oh, that was the
interception-
guy who slipped and then tried diving back?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
That's interesting.
Did you guys watch college football this weekend? About
Yeah,
Bama
I
almost-
did. I had Mizzou
Bama
on as
almost
I
lost
fell back
again.
asleep. Bama did almost lose to South Carolina. Oh, and then at the end of the game, South Carolina got the onside kick.
Yeah, I know. It's
Hey,
They counted the touchdown, got the onside kick, and then they played good defense the last couple plays, so
we won.
they won.
right?
Yeah, win's
We
a
won.
win.
Does it have to be pretty?
I was really hoping Pat
I
they would lose
know,
that
I
one,
know,
dude. That would've been
Everybody. Schrader says Mike Williams to the Chiefs or Steelers. I could see both.
Oh, what happens if the Chiefs steal Mike Williams?
fuck that. Back to college football.
um,
They are already fucking putting the fucking chips behind Bama. They're already just fucking. Oh my god, I am so annoyed. Of
They're trying to
course.
say that the loss to Vanderbilt isn't that bad because Vanderbilt's actually a good
when
team.
Mizzou. God damn it! I'm just gonna talk like this. Mizzou fucking dropped 7 spots after beating Vandy. They beat Vandy. Yes or
Yeah.
no? They beat them,
Yeah.
yeah.
and they dropped 7 spots. Pat, how many spots did Bama drop after losing to Vandy?
3.
What? What? does that not make? I don't know how that doesn't compute to people. It's just the fucking national bias, the fucking brands of football. All they care about is their fucking Bama fucking incest fuckers, and it's bullshit, dude.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I know.
We are favored by the media. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
You're not wrong,
I'm
dude.
pissed that they're already starting it, dude. They're already fucking.
They're already starting the narrative that
Yeah.
the loss to Vanderbilt doesn't look bad.
Oh my god, this is. Who? I should have fucking known. I should have predicted this.
It'll come down to the gridiron.
I know. We play them.
Exactly.
And-
We'll
Yeah.
show him. We'll show you. Mizzou's going to show you, Pat. Don't worry.
I'm expecting a good game.
Brady Cook will show you.
Yes, we got Auburn, which I also we opened the line at -8, and I don't know if you can check Nick for me.
I'll check. I got it.
Oh shit.
Oh, banging the table.
Whatever.
They're showing all our secrets.
Yes, we use paper towels.
I'm just pissed about the narrative. Is there any commenters?
Other than the Schrader, Mike Williams, no, there's not.
Is there? We got.
All right,
viewers?
Roper,
We
you'll
do
like
have viewers. So
Roper, you'll like this one. While we're bashing SEC powerhouses, let's talk about the Georgia Bulldogs. Because there's a clip that I want to talk about that was during the Mississippi State game. The quarterback from Mississippi State was on the
Oh,
sidelines.
dude, yeah, he's
Hold
yet
on,
to
here we
face.
go.
I've seen the video. I know exactly what you're talking about. Kirby Moore is a fucking assaulter. He should be fucking jailed.
Oh, I can't find. Dude, I know I liked it
Dude,
earlier.
they're
Now
hiding
it's
it from
gone.
us, dude. They're
Here
hiding
it is. Here it
from
is. Here it is. Here it is. All right, it's the clip.
Yeah. He should be jailed.
He shoves the player, and then someone says, "Oh, he didn't even see him there. He was running to yell at the defensive coordinator." Why does that matter? It doesn't. You should be held accountable for your actions. And someone said this: the University of Georgia has a culture problem, and it starts at the top. Why do you think all their players are driving around, beating up their wives and getting into car accidents, killing people?
It's fucked.
Because their coach lets them get away with that shit.
And he sets the
He
example.
doesn't hold anyone accountable.
Yeah.
No one's holding him accountable to his own actions. Who's holding his players accountable?
Fuck Georgia.
Georgia is a piece
Fuck
of
Georgia.
shit program.
Thank you.
At least we can agree on that, Pat.
Yes.
That's nice.
There we
How
go.
about that?
The line for Mizzou and Auburn. You want to hear it? You want to take any guesses?
Mizzou and Auburn line.
It's like probably minus
It's probably
4.
Mizzou minus. I was gonna say like 10 or 14.
No, it opened at -8, and it's been the Tigers been fading us.
Everyone
like
keeps
dropping.
taking Auburn.
Yes,
It is
it's
minus 4.5.
4.5. That's what it dropped to.
Oh my God, Mizzou's gonna kill him.
I know.
Over under set at 51. So
What time is the game?
it is
It's
at
11 a.m..
11 a.m.
Hugh Freeze also was doing some bullshit narratives in his fucking presser,
Saying what?
like saying, like you had to watch the full clip, but people were taking it out of context, like saying that he was like congratulating Drinkowitz and Kentucky, Vanderbilt for their coaches doing more with lesser programs and shit. So it kind of seemed like a little shot. But I mean, he's best friends with like Elijah off the field, so I don't think he
Who's
was
their
taking
coach?
a shot. Hugh Freeze, Auburn.
Hmm.
But him and Eli are like good friends off the field. They're
Oh.
like very close.
So it should be a good game.
Yeah,
I mean,
Tiger versus Tiger matchup.
Yeah.
Auburn is like in a lot of power ranking boards at SEC. They are the like second worst team. It's Mississippi State and then Auburn.
Yes. I agree with that.
Auburn is one of the worst teams in the SEC.
Yes.
And Mizzou's only favored to beat them by like 4 points right now
Yes.
Exactly, dude.
at home.
You're finally seeing the media, dude. You're
Got
finally.
to. When I'm not when we almost made this mistake on this trap when they played A&M, that was a trap because that was on the road.
Yes.
They weren't tested. They are now tested. We know that they're capable of losing, and they had a great bounce back game last week against the University of Massachusetts.
Also, I think Drink is just gonna like keep pounding the rock. I don't know. The run game needs to be used more, utilized, and Luther Burden. I don't know if we need to throw the ball down the middle. Sometimes we just keep trying to make passes on the fucking sidelines that
Brady
aren't
can
there.
throw the ball.
I know.
Not been
So,
very accurate.
the defense obviously needs to show up. Now, I have a question.
What's
You're
up?
a big Mizzou fan, right?
Yeah.
Can we finally go to Rays and Soulard and watch it there?
I'm going to a wedding this weekend.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Whose wedding?
It's Miranda's teacher friends.
Oh,
Oh.
there you go.
Well, what time is that at?
It's early. I don't know. It's an
Oh, it's a
all-day
daytime
thing.
wedding?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
at the Gardens actually at Tower Grove.
Oh,
Tower-
that's
Tower
nice.
Grove Park.
Oh, there you go.
That's nice.
Fair
Should be a good wedding. Schrader says Mizzou's offense needs to wake up for this game.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah.
Get,
Hopefully they're awake. It's 11 a.m. start.
I gotta get my cigar ready. We're playing Tennessee this week, so
Oh.
What time is that at?
that I believe is at 3.
I thought the game's always under the lights.
It should be, but Since Tennessee was under the lights last week, I think they got the prime time.
Is it
Yeah,
in
they barely-
Neyland? Or
It is in Neyland. So
They barely beat Florida last week.
I know.
it is at 2:30. So
What do you guys think about the Heisman race right now between Travis Hunter and Ashanti, whatever, from Boise State?
I think it should be Ashanti, dude. Oh my God, averaging over 100 yards a game. Are you kidding me?
It's because he has like 95 carries.
It doesn't
dude.
matter.
He gets, and he's playing in like a very lesser.
Who
Division.
No. Don't
Think
even-
about a player who's like the most important to their team and like what no one else has ever done before. Play offense and defense. He doesn't leave the field, dude. He plays every snap for offense
Yeah.
and defense. He gets touched. He's like the best player on the field actually on offense and defense when he's out there.
Let me just spin it right here. Austin Genty has like 700 yards after catch or after contact. That dude is winning Heisman, no question.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm on
there's
the Roper
no
train.
way.
Austin Genty, dude, you're just hating, dude. That guy is running through people.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It doesn't
to
matter.
Dude,
watch.
what teams? Oh, against San Jose State or
Oh, okay. He played
Idaho
Oregon.
Community
he played Oregon.
College?
He put up numbers against Oregon. He was like the leading rusher in college football, and he played Oregon.
They win that game?
No, of course they didn't win that game, but it was a close game.
Because of him.
Okay.
Oregon barely survived. Not people know this, but Oregon barely survived their Idaho matchups. They almost lost to Idaho State, and they almost lost to Boise State. That was how their season started off, and now.
They beat
Obviously.
Ohio State.
Oh, also speaking of which, did you guys hear about the purposeful 12?
I did want
Yes.
to talk about this.
And they immediately today changed the rule.
What's the rule now?
They said that any team that basically purposely does that, like a 12-man on the field in the last like 2 minutes, they will they're changing the clock because you know how it ran off the clock still. That's like why they did it, and it was only
Mhm.
5 yards or something. I don't know. They changed it to where like the play clock will move back to whatever it was at the snap, like so that way.
They get the time back.
Yeah, so that way, obviously, defense can't purposely
So
do it.
yeah, so those who don't know what we're talking about, it was the last play or the second to last play of the game of the Oregon Ohio State game.
Great game,
Ohio
by
S-
the way.
And they
Great
were out
game.
of timeouts. They were
They were out of timeouts. The clock was like less than
like
15 seconds. Ohio State was driving. They were only down by a point or two.
A point. It was 33, 20.
They were down by a point.
32.
A field goal would have won the game. They were very close to getting into field goal range.
Right.
And where were they on the field? They were on midfield, I guess.
They were like 45, 50-ish. Yes.
Oregon throws out another defender, an extra man, ensuring that the Ohio State offense doesn't get any further yards in the field goal range. And then in return, they get a penalty for that. But what happened was, since no one has any timeouts, the clock ran off 10 seconds.
Right.
Right.
And then they only got a 5-yard penalty, and then they only had like 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock. So there's only one more play in the game.
And he ran
And then the
it.
next play, they snapped it, and he ran it and slid, and the game was just done. They would have been in field goal range if
Right.
he would have slid it, and they would have had time to come up there and spike it, and
They would have had time to.
they would have had time to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
It was
Had the 10 seconds not ran off, I guess.
Yeah.
That's crazy smart.
Comment from Schrader. He says, going back to the Heisman conversation, I think Hunter gets it if he stays healthy all year, but if the Boise State guy is doing things RBs haven't done since Barry Sanders, he's on pace to break his records. The RB will take it if he continues with what he's been doing. That's what he said.
I don't think the running back can keep up those numbers, you guys.
What do you mean, dude? The guy is like the
No.
next level, like running back. I'm just amazed by it. I am
Yeah.
literally.
You want to hear some
Travis
stats?
Hunter doesn't amaze you playing defense and
Yeah,
offense?
well, that's just like
Who's done that? Who
that's
who
just-
does
it's just-
that?
it's under the fucking Colorado window. I'm sorry, but like,
You
I
hate him because he plays for Colorado?
it's just like it's not that impressive to me.
Dude.
It's in the Big
I,
12.
I think it's
What?
impressive.
Well, I know it's I'm not saying like it's not impressive, but I'm just saying they're on Colorado, and it's not like Colorado's like undefeated or anything. Like They've lost. They just lost to Kansas State, who's like lost to BYU.
Dude,
Like
but
I'm just saying, like Colorado, they're probably like what gonna win like 6 games this year. So I'm
okay,
just-
but like
so-
Boise State is beating what teams again? What
Okay,
teams did they beat,
I
dude?
know that, but that's I'm just saying that like the Boise State running back just
They're playing
is
like far
that much
less
more
superior
numbers.
competition, dude.
He's
Pat,
putting up
give me
numbers.
some teams that Boise State has beaten this year, so I can laugh at them.
Let's get controversial.
Dude, Travis Hunter he's gonna go first. He's gonna go first overall in the draft.
Yeah.
Is Ashante gonna get drafted in the first round? Maybe.
Jaunty?
What's his
Yes.
name?
Ashton Jaunty.
I've been calling him
They-
Ashanti.
They played Portland State, Washington State,
Wazoo.
Utah State, and Hawaii,
Wow.
and Oregon and Georgia Southern, and they lost to
They lost to Georgia Southern.
Oregon
They beat
by
Georgia.
by 3 points.
They beat Georgia Southern.
They beat Georgia Southern.
Who's their upcoming games, Pat?
They got UNLV, San
Okay.
Diego State, Nevada, San Jose State, Wyoming, and Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Okay. That's the new. The new Pac-12 is like the Mountain West.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you have a blue field. I'm giving you no respect, dude.
Oh.
They lost all credibility. No Heisman winner is ever gonna grace a blue field,
Uh,
dude. That is a disgrace to the trophy and anyone who's ever won it before. If they give it to someone who plays on a blue field, that's what it is.
Okay. That's your
That
opinion.
was a hot take.
That is a hot take. Schrader says the first mock draft came out and was projected. He was projected to go 15th overall to the Cowboys. Obviously early, but he's a first round pick with the Paceys on.
Agree.
Sounds about right.
And running backs did not used to be a first round pick at all until the last 10 years.
Yep.
Until the St. Louis Rams drafted Todd Gurley. What pick overall? Remember Roper?
It had to be like
9th,
top 5.
10. It was no, because they had 2 picks that year and they picked Aaron Donald
Oh.
first, and then they picked Todd Gurley.
Any matchups you looking forward to this weekend?
Georgia versus Texas, I think, is the big one in the SEC.
That is a big
right?
one.
Or Bama, Tennessee.
Bama,
Oh.
Tennessee is also a good one.
From what we've seen, Bama the last 2 weeks, Tennessee might have the best chance, better chance than Vanderbilt and South Carolina than beating Bama.
I also saw that the SEC it came out today that SEC and Big Ten are working out a deal starting like next year. That's gonna be like the SEC versus Big Ten challenge, where like every team's gonna play another team in the Big Ten for like that 1 week.
Just one game.
I guess so.
Huh.
I want Mizzou to play Nebraska. That's what I want.
That'd be cool.
Oh,
Bring back the Big 8 rivalry.
wow, that would be cool. Maybe do 2 games a year.
It'd
We
be
could
a
do like
home
2
and, I think it's
interleague.
like they're doing like a home and home. It would be like an agreement where the team you play like next year, whether
following
you
year,
ho-
you
yeah,
switch it.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there's not other than Georgia, Texas. There's nobody Big Ten related that's playing anybody big.
We would whoop up Nebraska, dude.
Oh, I know. That fucking Pat Mahomes look like. God, fucking hate Nebraska. But shout out Will Compton though. Will Compton and Bustin' with the Boys. They had President Trump on.
Mm.
Listen to that interview. That was pretty funny.
Nice.
Will Compton, dude. Straight out of. Do you know where he went or he's from?
He's from Bourbon, Missouri, St. Louis,
No.
or Bonterre.
Yes, Bonterre. Yes,
you go.
correct. Shout out to Eli.
Should we get into a little? What else are we? Twitter sphere.
Yes, and I will start with a clip that I retweeted on the Lucast account. If you guys saw this one, if you listen to the Lucast consistently, you know that I'm always talking about sportsmanship, good
Yes.
sportsmanship. Because if you don't respect the game and you don't respect your teammates, then you don't respect yourself. And why are you even playing the game to begin with? So this clip was from a high school football game in Florida, and the players are coming up to the coin toss. looking hard as fuck, trying to act all intimidating, looking at the other team, and the referee gets up there and says, "Shake hands," and none of them shake hands, and he looks at all of them and starts recording. That's why we got the clip and we're talking about it. Referee goes, "If none of you shake hands right now, everyone up here is getting their first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game, and the next one you get, you're ejected. Because if you get two 15-yard penalties, you're ejected from the game."
That's crazy.
And so they all like look at him and kind of dab up, and then he says, "When we're up here, you're gonna shake hands and respect the game. Once I blow my whistle, you can hit him as hard as you want.
That's
Shout
have
out to the ref.
to respect the games." Yes, we need more referees out there respecting the game. I know I was talking about ref you suck and booing the refs.
Yeah.
We need to give
Those
them the
refs were
benefit of the
awful.
doubt. I mean, the first one, they called the wrong thing. Well, Pat said it, we missed it. They showed the wrong clip
Yes.
on the Jumbotron.
Well, there was a- there
so
was
I'll
a-
take that one back.
There's just other calls that they made last night that just were horrific.
There were some questionable ones. The one where
But that's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
There was some human error, and I understood the Kyrie one. I kind of lost track of the puck too. It was kind of bouncing around under his pad, and it
Yeah.
scored it free. And it is just the way it is, and they're human. And
Yeah.
one thing I will knock refs on, which I don't agree with, why can't we talk to them after the game for interviews? They're paid by the league. They're like, why can't we ask the ref, what were you thinking during this play? What was going through your mind? What did you see? Why do they never have to
Seems
answer
like
a
a
question
PR
or explain what they were thinking?
I think that seems like a PR nightmare for the for the NHL or anybody
any
else.
league, but like that's just not transparent. If you want to be transparent about your leagues, I want the referees explaining what they thought.
Speaking of which, I do recall the MLB umpires after the World Series game against Boston. They had to do a press conference
The one when we played
when we played Boston in the World Series in 2013, and their third
the
baseman
one that ended in Alan
obstructed-
Craig, yeah,
obstructed. There was a press conference for umpires
really.
after that. I remember going live right after that game to a press conference of the umpires. That was something
Good,
that
good for them. Maybe the umpires requested and said, "I want to explain my reasoning because it was a bold decision." Maybe MLB forced them to do that because it was such a weird ending to a game.
Right, that was a way to the World Series was walked off.
That was a crazy ending to that game. That was 2013 Game 3, right? You said?
Yeah, something like that because it was here, and I remember my cousin made T-shirts actually.
It may have been 2. I think we tied it with that win, I think.
I don't know if you guys ever saw these T-shirts. My cousin made shirts that said, "You can't spell Boston without obstruction or whatever."
How many did she sell?
No, it was a he.
How many sell?
I don't know the numbers, but that was a popular
That's
shirt. on
funny.
Did
social
good at the time, I'm sure. Hell yeah. Maybe some rally squirrels
speaking
too.
of shirts, I've been eyeing your sweater over there.
You
like that one, man?
Yeah, that's
End
awesome.
of an era. The
That's an
St.
awesome
Louis
sweater.
Arena. This was my old man's.
That's an awesome
it from him.
sweater.
Took it
Yeah, that's a great take, by
The Checker Dome.
the way.
from
A few comments. Schrader says obviously the best game on this weekend in college football is Indiana State versus Mo State. And then he also says Nebraska is good. They have the Patrick Mahomes wannabe, of course.
I also speaking of Indiana, like not Indiana State, but Indiana, dude. That is a team that is live.
Sneaky, yeah. I haven't watched any Indiana games this
And
year. They're undefeated still, right?
Yeah.
I
I think
thought-
they play Illinois this week or something, or
Let me look.
They're good. They got Ohio State coming up soon, I think, right?
yes, and Michigan, I think.
Whew.
So they obviously haven't played like their best opponents yet. but, I mean, they're not a bad team though. Be
Oh,
undefeated
I wanted to say, speaking of Missouri State Bears, guess who their opponent is next year to start the season?
USC.
They're going
Yeah.
to Southern California to play the USC Trojans.
Dude, the program's turning
How much they
around.
getting paid? What did someone tell you?
I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but I know it's a lot, and I know
Cha-ching.
I saw some like Twitter posts about how they're you know that old McDonald Arena, the McDonald Arena right
Oh
across
yeah, the
from
old
Padres Stadium.
mhm.
They're gonna turn that into part of the football facility, and then they're supposedly building an indoor like football field facility right connecting from McDonald to the outside of Freddie. Like you know where that courtyard of Freddie is,
Yeah.
where the old pool used to be.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like a football field facility, like indoor,
Oh.
Oh.
connected to McDonald.
That'd be cool.
McDonald's gonna be like the indoor part where they can like watch film and shit and like have a
Schrader,
weight room or something.
Schrader also said they have USC, Liberty, and SMU next year. So
Yes.
big matchups.
SMU,
it's
they're,
conference-
they're
it's
pretty
conference
good.
USA.
They're getting paid $1.2 million to play USC.
Wow.
It's Conference USA.
Hey, that's how they're doing all that construction. Thanks, USC.
Yeah, for real.
Thanks for paying for the new facility.
Shout out the
Nice.
Bears.
Bears on the upwards.
Yeah, I mean it took for fucking Cliffy boy to get out.
Yep.
for
Yeah,
us to actually
that's it was
start.
literally probably holding them back, that whole program.
Yeah, for real.
Any other things on Twitter, Rope? What you got?
Oh, not much.
No smack talks lately, or
I mean, I was just pissed about the fucking USA match last night.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
let's talk about this one. I saw this guy who plays for Tottenham Hotspurs, Dominic, how do you say his name?
Solanke,
Dominic Solanke was watching
anime, One Piece.
anime in this Manchester United fan account that's got 1.2 million followers, mind you, says, as a grown man, what makes you wake up and think, yeah, I'm watching anime today? And he got cooked. What a terrible take. Even I will say myself, I'm not the biggest fan of watching anime just because of the animation, but I did actually watch a few anime shows, and the
Yeah.
plots and the storylines are actually very good. It's not
Yes.
they're not
Yes.
cartoons, like they're very well written shows, and yeah, if you can get if you can get past the animation, it's not terrible. And this guy commented and just said, "Bro, just admit you got a miserable life."
Rope, what you got?
I had a guy that was clowning on like the Cardinals for celebrating. There was a Minnesota Lynx player from St. Louis, Nafisa Collier.
Nafisa Collier, Incarnate
Um,
Word.
Yeah, so they shouted her out saying like she's from the Lou, making us proud or whatever. And some dude is like, "Stop calling it the Lou. Nobody from St. Louis ever called it that. We're over the name. It's called St. Louis." And then someone like was just they were going back and forth. And then
Get
this
the
guy
fuck out of here.
this guy said, "Well, it sounds retarded. It's another word for toilet." And I go, "Are you from the UK?" Question mark. I got a lot of likes. I got a lot
Well,
of likes.
I will throw this guy a bone because I don't like calling it the Lou. I
do.
think it sounds stupid.
It's what Nelly's always
You won't hear
called.
me
Nelly's
refer to
called
it as
the
that
Lou.
because that is what people call the shitter, bro. That is the bathroom.
Yeah, but who calls it that? People from the UK? No one. I can't think one time in the last like 2 years someone has referred to the toilet as, "Oh, you're going to use the loo." Unless they're fucking British and saying you're going to use the loo, mate. Like, I mean, it's just-
Yeah.
also like, just Nelly. And how about the Saint Lunatics, the Looigans from St. Louis City? Like, it's the loo.
No one really. That's a relatively newer thing.
Nelly from like 24 years ago? How is that a new thing?
That's fairly newer. I don't know. I don't hate the Lou, but you just won't hear me say it.
Also, I remember the Blues were promoting the home opener, and I tweeted like they were like, "Oh, it's a home opener you've never seen before," and I said, "Holy shit, are they gonna put the Clydesdales on ice?"
Do you say that?
I did
That's
say
funny.
that.
That's
That's
funny.
good, bro. That's good.
I would love the Clydesdales on ice. That'd be amazing.
Oh my god, get that.
That'd be legendary.
And then
You think that'd be pretty good?
no, that would be really fun. That'd be really good. Get into one more thing here. I guess I'll kind of make this my OTROT.
Go for it.
There was another clip that went viral this week about a cyclist who got into an argument with the guy who was driving his car.
I saw that.
This guy's name is Gary Peacock, and if you've seen this story makes my blood absolutely boil.
Go for it.
As a cyclist, I've gotten mad at some cars that have gotten a little close to me, but as a cyclist driving in the road with cars, this should be expected.
Yes.
You're sharing the road. I understand this. I try to get as far over as possible and get out of cars' ways. This guy thinks that he has more rights just because he's on a bicycle. Like, dude, get a fucking grip. Like, imagine going around. Like, that dude literally thinks he's better than other people because he's on a bicycle. Like,
oh my
what
God.
the
I've seen that
actual-
clip. And there was like some stranger that walked up and then he's
He
like,
goes, leave.
leave.
You need to get away.
He's intimidating me. He's
He goes,
intimidating.
no, sir, we're just standing here. And he's like, dude, he goes, why are you pushing me? Why are you keeping me here? He's like, the police are coming. The police are coming. And he's like freaking
And
out.
did you hear that he was the one that got a citation?
He got more money, yeah. And
He
the
had to pay the
the
fine.
kid got his citation dismissed.
Because the prosecutor looked at the video.
And he got a ticket for disorderly conduct, which he paid, and it was all done. And now I watched a TikTok about the kid he posted. He said he's looking in to file a civil lawsuit against him, but
It makes
it's
me
just a
wa-
lot of
that-
work.
that stuff, like clips like that, makes me want to get a fucking dash cam. Just for that reason, like so that way you have extra evidence for you.
That kid's lucky he's that cool and calm-minded because I'm
Oh, I
already
know.
telling, like, if someone got in my face like that and wouldn't let me out, it would have gotten physical 100%.
Yep.
I would have gotten physical.
And then, have you guys heard the big news of who unfortunately passed away today?
Oh no, who? Don't tell me.
Liam.
Tell me.
Liam Payne.
Liam Payne.
Who is that?
One Direction.
One Direction Liam.
Oh, poor guy.
Well, it's not poor because his ex-wife had came out recently with a book
That's what I read
detailing
today.
his abusiveness or whatever the relationship.
Oh.
And then I guess another victim came forward or something. I don't know.
So
I don't
this
know
is
the
a
full story yet,
suicide.
But yeah, he fell from a third-story balcony in Argentina on vacation.
Oh. That-
Fuck.
I mean, that's always sad.
That's
matter
sad
who
no
it
matter
is.
what.
Was Liam at Diddy's parties?
No.
People are
No.
saying.
No.
There's-
No.
Harry Styles.
Also, there was a clip resurfaced of Austin Matthews and Justin Bieber in the
I saw
locker
that,
room.
dude.
that the All-Star game. I don't know which All-Star game that was. That must have been the one in
Yeah.
Toronto when he was like coaching.
No, he's been to a lot of them though. They're
I know.
buddies.
So yeah, I know, but I don't know if Pat knows.
You know what
I
I'm
have
fu-
not seen this.
So Bieber is sitting there, right? And
In
Matthews
his
is reaching
locker.
over,
like in Austin's locker.
and then Matthews is like reaching over behind him,
Well,
like over his head, and then like he steps in front of him and kind of puts his crotch in his face,
like purposefully for like 5
purposely,
seconds.
and then Justin smacked his ass.
Dude,
I think that's just.
That's just guys
that are
being guys.
Yeah.
guys being
Yeah, I guess. But
still funny.
It is funny.
isn't that like a Key and Peele bit, or like slap ass?
Yeah,
And, like
slap
Ron's like,
ass.
slap ass.
Slap ass.
That's the thing. That's a thing.
What's your OTRT, Mr. Roper?
Mine is playing golf Saturday at
Beautiful
the.
day.
It was a beautiful day, and it was at the. God, why can't I even fucking think of it?
Spencer T.
T. Olin.
Yes.
Spencer T. Olin. Arnold Palmer designed a course up in Alton, Illinois. Very beautiful course. And you know what is right by? You know what's right there by it?
Fast Eddie?
Well, not. You guys remember that big ass sinkhole up in Alton? You know what
No.
I'm talking about?
Oh
It-
wait, that was in that park.
it was in that. It was
a
in
soccer
that soccer field
Yeah.
right next to that it's right next to that course. You have to like drive by that soccer field when
So
you're
you
like
saw it?
parking. Oh yeah, I saw it, and it's
Still
still
really
fog.
big.
Oh yeah, it's
Is
giant.
it growing?
I mean, I don't know. I couldn't
That's
tell. when we were
crazy.
it was dark at night.
Could
when
you
we
get
saw it.
close enough to like throw a rock into it?
No, it's like all shut down. You're not allowed to like
Get anywhere
do-
near it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because it's the mines of Alton are right over there. That's what caused the sinkhole.
It's the,
Oh.
it's
yeah.
the air.
The sinkhole was caused by the mines of Alton. They're
Yeah.
all
I heard
under.
that.
They're all under through that golf course, which I knew about because I remember playing there before. And you hear explosions in the distance, and then you'll like
The ground will
feel the
shake.
ground like shaking for a few seconds, and you're
so
just like,
cool.
it kind of makes it your round like that much more intense. Like, holy shit, I might be swallowed up.
So there's
at
a
any
chance
shot.
that like the ball might be really close to the hole, and you're, and the ball like, oh, come
For
on,
real,
Like,
for real.
That's
like
funny.
in Looney Tunes, the
Um,
ball like moves down.
But yeah, I mean, shout out to Alton. Shout out the mines of Alton. We had so it was me and Alex in a twosome, and obviously since it was so busy, they paired us up with two others that had the same tee time, and it was these guys that are local from Alton, and they pay $50 a month, and any day of the week, as long as it's in the afternoon, they can get a tee time for only $18 and go play. And so
Wait, so they got to pay $50 a month and an additional $18 every time they play?
I mean, yeah, which isn't a bad deal because you're already like say if you didn't pay the $50 a fee,
How much
That's-
did you guys pay?
we paid on a hot deal. We paid like 46. So you might as well pay it makes sense if you live
Any
out there.
afternoon they can get in.
Yeah, as long as it's after noon or something, like after 12 p.m., you can get a tee time. It's
That is
way-
kind of cool. If you like golf and then just be able to go whenever you want,
Yeah,
you have
they
to
said
worry.
they said that they'll go like after work and go play 18 as long as they can until it gets dark. We were finishing our holes out on the lights. We did go to Fast Eddie's afterwards. Watched the Oregon Ohio State game and
Oh.
LSU.
Great
and,
game.
Dude, Fast Eddie slept on place to watch sports.
A lot of TVs,
Yes, and
live betting.
cheap ass food. Yeah, I was live betting. I was firing off some bets.
You hit any?
I hit my Ole Miss money line, so that was
Nice.
But,
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I
Or-
did.
Did you pick LSU?
or
LSU won.
or LSU money line. That's
There
what
you,
I meant.
there you go.
Oh, LSU won?
Yes, they
LSU
won
covered.
in overtime on a last play
Damn.
touchdown.
Yeah.
The whole world was there at LSU. Like all the former LSU players were there. It was crazy.
Wow.
Death Valley.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, we all got to go out to Fast Eddie sometime. Cheap ass food. The burger was $4.50 and it was
Oh,
a giant
big.
burger.
Nice.
Yeah, I want some
The
drunk
fries are
food there.
That's pretty good.
they salted up. That's for sure.
My OTROT this week, I am on the next step to win a chance at a trip to Vegas now. I have officially bagged in one of those tournaments that they host every month.
Okay, so what's
So
your
I
next
have
tournament?
190,000 chips right now,
All right.
and the next for day 2, the next tournament is in April. So then I can win I'm on the next step to Vegas, basically.
Is this World Series of Poker?
No, it's the bar poker that I play.
Okay, so when you win a trip to Vegas, are you going to play more poker, or that's just like a vacation you win?
You win the whole yeah, you can play more poker, but they also give you a vacation to Vegas.
Gotcha.
They pay for your hotel and your flight to Vegas.
Is it just like a weekend or what?
Yeah, it's just a weekend. Their bar poker open or whatever it is. And you get a free buy-in as well.
Shit, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So I'm on the next step to that.
And what happens if you get past this one?
This one, I go to the final table and then I win. They give everybody who makes the final table their buy-in for the Vegas, but the first place gets the trip and the flight paid for.
Gotcha.
So
So even if you don't win, you still can get a buy-in and go to Vegas on your own?
yes,
How much is the buy-in worth?
$250 or something like that.
That's cool.
I'm excited.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
You're working up the poker ladder.
Yes, I am. Trying to get to Vegas. Trying to make my name in the poker world.
Dude, I still think we should invest in Pat and send him to play in some tournament. And like, if he wins, we
Like the
share
old
the
Mincy?
winnings.
You'll have stake in me.
Yeah, I'm dead ass, dude. You're the best poker player that I know.
Appreciate it.
When's Bob's game? That duo tournament.
That is when I go to Mizzou and Bama that weekend.
Oh, fuck. I was hoping to do
Yeah.
that with you. Fuck.
So, yeah. Any last
Guess
minute?
that wraps us up. The Blues got a game against the Islanders on Thursday.
Yes.
A game against the Hurricanes on Saturday at home.
Then
And then wrap things up with the final game of their 4-game homestand next Tuesday, the 22nd, against the Winnipeg Jets.
which I am
Hoodie
attending.
giveaway.
I'm attending as well.
I'm going as well. They look nice.
Yeah,
They say St. Louis 24 on the back.
that's awesome.
And I'm curious because hoodie material or giveaway material in general is always kind of not the best. So we'll see how these look.
Any last minute questions, comments? No. Trader also says not sure if it's 2025 or 26, but SMU comes to Mo State for one of the years. So watch out for that.
Watch out for a top 25 team coming to Springfield
Nice.
soon.
All right.
We'll see. All right, thanks for listening, guys.
Love you guys.
Tomorrow.